We've often seen Jaya Bachchan snapping and shouting at the media, quite the opposite of her husband Amitabh Bachchan, who is known for being calm and composed during all his media interactions. But did you know that once there was a role reversal and it was the usually chilled out Big B who lost his cool on his dharampatni Jaya Bachchan, and that too in front of an entire media crew who was sitting and having lunch with them at their residence Prateeksha. And this is very unusual of Big B because even I have the experience of interacting with Amitabh Bachchan, and I did ask him an uncomfortable question, but he had answered it very calmly. When I was working with Zoom TV, Amitabh Bachchan had come to our office for the promotion of his upcoming film back then, Rann. I had asked him why was media attacked during Abhishek's wedding. To this, he explained how it was Amar Singh security that had a scuffle with the media because they got too close to him. For him and his family, he said at that time, the only priority was to make their Bahu Aishwarya Rai do the Grihapravesh within the stipulated mahurat time, but they did not misbehave with the media, he said. In fact, they ensured that those covering the Abhi Ash Shaadi from the outside, of course, were well fed and taken care of. But Big B never lost his cool. But coming back to this story, it was narrated by journalist Karan Thapar, who had revealed about this incident in his book Devil's Advocate, The Untold Story. It so happened that back in 1992, Karan Thapar had once gone to interview Amitabh Bachchan at Prateeksha. The interview was meant to mark Big B's 50th birthday and was arranged by his then close friend Amar Singh, who is no more. The interview was recorded in the drawing room of his bungalow. His wife Jaya Bachchan and kids Shweta and Abhishek were also seated beside him and were a part of this interview. Karan Thapar writes in his book that things were going quite well and quite smoothly until the first tape change. When the videotape was being changed, quite surprisingly, it was Amitabh Bachchan who reminded Karan Thapar about Hollywood legend Warren Beatty's interview, where the interviewer had asked him about the women in his life. Now, this is like a lottery for any journalist, where a superstar is perhaps hinting towards making the interview more masaledar by hinting towards the affairs. So obviously, Karan Thapar also thought that Amitabh was giving him a hint that he should also ask him a question about his rumored affairs and is ready to answer them. Now, Karan Thapar wasn't well versed with the rumors at that time, but he knew how to pose his questions. So as soon as the tape was changed, Karan Thapar began asking Big B about his rumored love affairs, including that with Parveen Babi and Rekha. So here's how the entire interview went on from there on. Karan asked, "There have been a lot of stories of your alleged love affairs with actresses. After your marriage, have you had any affair with any woman?" Without changing his facial expression, an unperturbed Amitabh Bachchan replied, "No, never." He was further asked, "They say you've had an affair with Parveen Babi. Is there any truth to that story?" "No." Amitabh Bachchan replied again. He also added, "I too have read such stories. They are not true. But I can't stop magazines from writing this sort of stuff." Karan then asked him about his alleged affair with Rekha. After which Karan wrote that he saw a slight movement in Big B's eyes, but it could be his imagination. Amitabh replied again in a calm manner, "No, not even with Rekha." Karan Thapar then turned to Jaya Bachchan and asked her if she believed what her husband was saying. Jaya was taken aback, he said. I could also see that Amitabh had turned his head to look straight at Jaya Bachchan as we both awaited her reply. "I always believe my husband," Jaya Bachchan said. To this, Karan Thapar asked, "Do you really mean that, or are you only saying it because he's sitting beside you?" Jaya Bachchan smiled. She now turned her head to look at Amitabh Bachchan before she answered. "Of course I mean it. Why should I not?" she asked. After this, Karan Thapar changed the topic and went back to asking the questions that he had come prepared with. The interview continued for about half an hour more. As things were going smoothly, Karan Thapar was convinced that Amitabh Bachchan hadn't taken any offense to his questions. But little did he know that the real silsila had just begun. To Karan's surprise, after the interview was done, Amitabh Bachchan asked and also insisted that he and his crew stay for lunch. So they did. However, what happened next wasn't something that the senior journalist had ever imagined in his wildest dreams. He said it seemed that the frustration of the questions had started building up inside Big B, and an otherwise ideally behaved Amitabh Bachchan took it all out on his wife Jaya Bachchan in front of everyone. So now the lunch table was set and everyone was ready to eat. Just then the awkwardness started creeping up when Jaya Bachchan asked Amitabh if he would like to have some rice. To this, Big B just snapped, saying, "You know I never eat rice. Why are you offering me something I never have?" So Jaya Bachchan said, "I'm only offering you rice because the rotis haven't come as yet." She spoke very gently and softly, But Big B was in no mood to calm down. He again said, I don't want rice, and this time he was shouting, I never have rice. And you know that. I'm not complaining that the rotis haven't come, but stop offering me rice instead. To this, poor Jaya Bachchan said, I'll just check what's happened to the rotis. Surely, she was trying to calm her angry yet not so young man down, but then, unthinkably, she ended up asking again, why don't you have a little rice in the meantime? And that's it. That's all it took for Big B to blow his top off on Jaya Bachchan in front of everyone. Stop it! Just stop it! He shouted. I said I don't want rice and I'm happy to wait for the rotis. Can't you understand that? What's the matter with you? Why can't you just listen to what I'm saying? Big B was screaming at Jaya Bachchan. Well, after this, a humiliated Jaya Bachchan just went inside the kitchen and never returned, leaving Karan and his crew quite nishabd. Of course, it was lambi khamoshi at the dining table and there was awkward silence as Karan Thapar says his crew and him were there for about another 15 minutes as they finished their lunch, but no one spoke a word. Karan Thapar said that Big B's anger was clearly a delayed and deflected reaction to his questions on Parveen Babi and Rekha. And guess what? Later when Karan returned to his hotel, he got a call from Amar Singh and others. He was asked to drop those questions from the interview altogether. Eventually, he says, when the interview went on air, it was without those controversial questions that ironically were hinted by Big B himself. Well friends, that's the end of this Bollywood news story. But here's some good news for all of those who have been asking me about starting a career in journalism and mass media. I'm so happy to share with you that I'm starting a course on building your career in mass communication and journalism from 31st of July. It's online and it's every Saturday only. The registrations for the same are now open. Link is in the description. Now this course will offer you 5 live interactive sessions designed to make the process more fun, effective, and to help you explore and build your career in journalism and mass communication. So whether you want to work in television, in radio, print, digital, or even if you want to start your own YouTube channel and build your audience, this course will cover all the tools and the know-how you need to get started. Also, at the end of a successful completion, select students will get a chance to get a remote internship with me on my YouTube channel. The link to register is in the description and there's a very nominal fee to ensure that only those who are serious about pursuing it apply here. I'm confident that you will find this course informative and worth your time. I'm looking forward to see you there. You can of course connect with me on Instagram and on Facebook. On both these platforms, I'm available as @ReviewRon. Subscribe here if you find my videos worth it. But even if you don't do any of those things that I've just told you, thank you so much for watching this one. Please take care of yourself and those around you. Jai Hind.